Good morning everyone. As you know that we are continuing with chapter number 12, tuples, and we have discussed some of the topics like introduction, creating and accessing tuples. Before creating the tuples, we have discussed about the different types of tuples like empty tuples, tuples of integers, tuples of numbers, characters, and then we have discussed the tuples like empty tuples, and with that we have also discussed about single element tuple. Then we have discussed about long tuple that you can see here, and we have also discussed about nested tuple. So now today what we are going to do, we are just going to understand that how to create tuples by using different ways. The first thing is that using built-in tuple type object. Okay, so you can use tuple type object that is given here to create tuple. What is the syntax? That is t is equals to, t is a variable in which you can store the tuple, the value or the elements of the tuple. Okay, so here t equals to tuple, and then you can define the sequence or the element of the tuples. Okay, like this you are going to define or you are going to create a tuple. For example, t is equals to tuple, and then I have written here hello. So all the elements, or you can say all the characters which are there in hello will be visible like this, will be converted into a tuple in this way. Okay, I will be showing you the programs also, one or two programs about creating the tuples from the tuple object, or you can say tuple type object. So do not worry about that. Let us move forward. Creating tuples using input function. So basically input function is used to store used to input some values in the variables. So this is t1, basically it is tuple, and then we have written tuple there, tuple type object that I have explained you right now in the previous slide. Then we have this input function. Input, enter the tuple element, sorry, inverted commas will be there, double quotes will be there, then print t1. So basically what will happen, this line will ask you to input some elements in the tuple, and then the elements will be converted into tuple type values like this. Suppose enter the tuple elements will be visible as it is, then 2 3 4 5 I have written, then it will be creating a tuple in this way, 2 3 4 5. Basically you know that input takes, by default input takes string values. So now 2 3 4 5, these are the string values for tuple and will be stored in the form of string only. Okay, now let us move forward by using evaluation or eval function, we can say. So there is a variable tuple, and then we are using eval function, then input, then enter the tuple to be added. What elements we are going to add into a tuple will be added. Then print tuple. So basically what will happen, the first of all you will be able to see this enter tuple to be added on the output screen or on the Python shell. Then you will have to enter any kind of value that is in your mind, that you want to insert. Okay, and that value will be inserted as it is in the tuple. When you will print the tuple, you will be able to see all those values or elements that you have defined in the tuple. So let us move forward, and I would be showing you some of the programs. So let us see how to create a tuple. First of all, I am having a variable t1, then in that variable I am going to use tuple type object that I have shown you in the starting, and then I have written hello in that. Okay, so now after this, when I will press enter, nothing will be happen, but when I will print t1 or when I will show the value of t1, you would be able to see that hello is now a tuple. This is create means the tuple type object has created a tuple t1 that is having some elements like h, e, l, l, o. Okay, let us see the same thing for numbers. So just wait 1 minute. Sorry, I forgot to use inverted commas. Just wait. Like this. Okay, so T1 will be holding some elements like 2, 3, 4, 5 in the form of a string. Now how it is going to be visible? When I will press I will write T1, you can see numbers are also entered in the same way, or will be you can say that numbers are also the part of tuple T1 and can be visible as a string because we have defined them as a string. Now let us see how to do this with input function. Okay, so simply I am taking a tuple that is tup and I am writing tuple, then input, then enter the elements. Okay, now it will ask us to enter the elements, then we will be writing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I will press enter. When I will print tup, you would be able to see all the elements are there in the form of a string because we are using input function here. So by default input function takes a string value. So according to that, all the values are stored in the form of a string here. Okay, all the elements are in the form of a string. Clear? Now let us move for the next function, that is evaluation, or eval function. We should call it eval function. So same thing that I am going to show you, that is tuple. I am writing tp1. Okay, so that it will be a little bit differentiated with the above tuples. tp1, then I am writing eval, and then I am going to write input function, then I have to write the statement like enter the tuple elements, then I'll press enter. So it will directly ask us enter the tuple elements. So we are going to enter the tuple elements in this format: 2, 4, 3.5, there will be a string that ABC. Okay, then 7, 8. Okay, so now when I will press enter, you would be able to see there is nothing, but when you will print tp1, you will be able to see all the elements that I have inserted, that is 2, 4, 3.5, ABC and 78, and all the elements are there in this form. Okay, so basically these are the 3 ways by which you can create tuples. Okay, now let us move to create a tuple by using script mode. So we have to understand how to create tuples. Okay, and we will be going to see a simple program that in which I am going to creating 3 tuples. The first one will be having values a, b, c, d, e. Then the second one will be having the values that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then third one will be having the values like 6.5, 4.5, 8.9, like this 3 values. Okay, so it is just going to be differentiated in another way that I will be telling you later. First tuple will be created that will be holding string values, second tuple will be holding integer values, and then the last one will be having the float value. So all three tuples we are going to create in one program only. T1 is equals to, you can use tuple or eval, both function together, that also will be the part of this tuple eval. Then we are going to write here input. Okay, now we have to write down, enter the values for tuple. Okay, or let me write it tuple 1 because it is tuple 1. Then again I will be creating the same thing for, I will be writing the same thing for the tuple number 2, but the variable name will be changed. And again for tuple 3, but the variable name will be changed, that is T3. Okay, now let us understand what we are going to do. We are just going to input the values, input the tuple values in the first one, in the second one, and third one. Okay, after getting some values, or after getting these values inserted by us, we have to show the values on the output screen. So we will be using print function to show all those values on the screen. So I will be writing here print tuple 1, sorry, the variable name, that is T1, I have to write down. Then again print T2, again print T3, and we'll press F5, and then OK. It will ask us, so I am writing triple 1 of the file name, then it will ask her the value for the tuple 1, so A, B, C, D, E. Okay, just wait. Sorry, we are defining the string, so that is why we have to use inverted comma. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E. Okay, then the second value, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again we have to use inverted commas, sorry, because we have not defined integer here. Okay, just let me take integer values in the string. So the whole program again I am going to start, just wait. Yes, so first of all we are going to input the values for tuple 1, that is A, B, C, D, E. Okay, then we are going to insert the value for numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we are going to insert the float values, but all they are in the form of a string. Okay, 3.4, 5.6. So you can see all these values are stored in this way. Now let us understand, if we are going to input some integer type of values, okay, then how would it be working? Okay, we will be writing 1, sorry, first of all we have to write down the string values, that is A, B, C, D, E. Then we will be writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we will be inserting the values, that is 2,5, 3, 9,5, 4.5, like this. Okay, now you can see the first one tuple is of string type, the second one tuple is of integer type, and the third one tuple is of float type. Okay, you can